Okay, so I ran out of time on my last video. I'm going to quickly sum it up for you in this one. Essentially, what I was trying to say was the safest way to anchor yourself on using two anchors with a rope between is to make sure that this angle right here um, is actually larger than 45 degrees. If it's not, what's going to happen is these two anchor points are going to be experiencing a larger loading than you'd expect, and they'd have to be rated for quite a bit higher um, than than just whatever your weight is. Um, and earlier I mentioned in the other video that if there's two anchors with a rope that's perfectly straight, it can experience an infinite amount of loading. And the reason is because if you look down here to our trig function, a sine of a very, very small angle is a very, very small number. So when you solve for your max load in this equation here, what you're doing is to find this max load, you're taking 80 pounds and you're dividing by sine of that angle. So if your angle is very, very small, then sine of that small angle is going to be even smaller. So 80 pounds divided by a very, 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 very small number is going to equal a very, very, very large number or a very large load. And if you do, you can play with your calculator and you can check it out. Uh, you'll find that if you type in sine of 0.0001 degrees, you get an absolutely huge number for the amount of loading that's experienced. Now, the reason why this doesn't happen in real life is because it's really, really hard to get a rope or a cable to have absolutely no slack in it. To have slack of less than, well, maybe half a degree is going to be quite difficult if you're hanging from it. Um, so really, in the real world, it's not gonna approach infinity. But I think you get the idea. If you have any questions, send me a message or send me a response video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So have fun climbing or rescuing people or whatever you're doing. Uh, Keep it safe, and I hope you learned something today.